Okay guys, let's go. I'm here with my Kugoo.
Before the video starts, I wanted to say that here are the results, and if you want to buy the Kugoo M4 Pro, please use the affiliate links in the description. Same applies to accessories I have
Take it out
on it.
for a range test. The battery is at 100%. The voltage is at 54.3. Let's go. So we're gonna take it for a ride. Yes. Oh. And see what the maximum amount of range we can get is, because I mean, on my M365 Pro I rarely got a max range of anything more than let's say 20 kilometers, but I think it can be a bit different here. I'll list the battery specifications, but the amount of amperes is the same, but the voltage is higher, so that's what's making me think that we can go further with the with the Kugoo M4 Pro. Speed and distance, so we'll see what the GPS says. Going at about 20 kilometers per hour right now. Let's go up here. And what I really love about this scooter is the clearance. It's like, I would maybe even go as far as saying almost twice as high up from the ground than my M365 Pro. I just increased the height of the seat. Reasons I like this electric scooter much better than the M365 Pro or the E-twow Booster S2 Plus, which both have kind of similar specifications. Is because you have a seat included for like 630 euros. I paid for it. You have suspension. Well, I mean, according according to others, the suspension isn't that good, but I mean, I think it works fine. I haven't had any problems with it so far. Maybe a bit squeaky in the beginning, but I just used some oil to fix that. Yeah, what else? Yeah, you even have a suspension in the seat itself, so that gives you a quite soft ride. And well, yeah, I also like the mechanical brakes. You have a front brake and a back brake, both disc brakes, which I really enjoy. But that means there's no regenerative brake as far as I know, which the E-twow Booster S2 Plus and the Xiaomi M365 Pro actually have regenerative braking. And we'll see now, but the range I've gotten on both the E-twow and Xiaomi would be around 22 kilometers, if I'm lucky. But mostly like 20 kilometers of max range. But on this one, I haven't actually reached the max range yet, so it would be really interesting to see now what the max range actually is. Believe me or not, but I actually think that when you sit on a scooter like this, there's less air resistance than when standing. So I think actually that allows me to go a bit faster than I would standing. But of course you can go standing on this scooter. It's just that the handlebar doesn't actually go that high, at least the way I have it now. Let's see. Oh, damn. Oh, they didn't actually have to stop because, as you can see, it's a triangle there, so cyclists have to stop for the cars. Interesting. But I guess they just stopped because no one actually follows those rules. Where do we go? Oh, yeah. Actually work pretty well also. They're actually kind of better than the ones I had on my Xiaomi M365 Pro, because these ones you can actually move not only to the right and left but also up and down more easily. Okay. Oh, and of course I really enjoy the indicators. It's like a safety measure. I even added this one to the front, so the front one is blinking as well. Oh, nice. Cars are stopping for me. Let's see this. Do this uphill test. Yeah, when you don't have speed, the motor is kind of struggling to get up quite steep hills like this. So, actually, when the hill is that steep, it doesn't necessarily perform better than the Xiaomi M365 Pro in climbing hills. Careful here, because down there you have a lot of water. So let's just add 2 kilometers to the end result. because of the wind here. And it's also worth mentioning that you get less range if you have the lights on, because there's not only the front and rear light but also the rainbow blinking. Okay, so we have some rails here. I can demonstrate how it goes down rails. With the Xiaomi M365 Pro and the E-twow, it's fair enough. They're quite light, but with this one, with the Kugoo, well, it's easy when the rails are this like wide, but when they're smaller, it's a bit more difficult to get the scooter up and down stairs. Okay, so we're at 11 kilometers, let's see. And according to the display, we kinda have a lot of battery left. It's like still 4 out of 5 bars. Let's see what it says about the... It says the voltage is 49.3. My odometer shows 115, by the way, so I've used this one for a while. It's not straight out of the box, which I think is a good thing when testing it, so that you know how it actually performs after a while, after like a month of use. You don't know what's behind some corner. Always go slow, please. Our reputation as electric scooter guys depend on it. Depend on everyone driving responsibly, or I guess riding responsibly. Oh, the wind is too strong. Really strong here, so that may also affect the range test. Hey, these guys are to be used in windy conditions as well, right? So I just wanted to make this test to like be able to somehow compare it to my M365 Pro and E-twow S2 booster Plus, because I have a feeling that this has better range. At least in the specifications, it has a better range. Because the M365 Pro has a specified range. Like when you look at the site or something, that's specified range of 35 kilometers, I think. But I'm getting around 20 with it, and the same with the E-twow. But with this one, it has a specified range of, I think it was 50. I'll correct it if I'm wrong. So in theory, the range should be a bit better. Let's see what the trip says. 2.7. Also, I really like the easiness of changing between modes on the Kugoo M4 Pro, as opposed to the E-twow Booster S2 Plus, where you have to turn it off and like hold in 2 buttons, then press OK. Here is just 1 button, and it's really good because sometimes you want to go really slow, then you can change it to mode 1 and like keep the throttle all the way in, but it will still go pretty slow. I mean, you can sort of do that with the Xiaomi, but you have to double press the button, on button.
So as you can see on this pros and cons list I made, I actually think that even though the Kugoo M4 Pro has a lot of cons, like it's not a flagship shot, so you can't find a lot of information about it online. It has some malfunctioning sometimes, shaky stem for example, that you may have to fix yourself, and there may be lower quality parts, and it's only 13 ampere hours, not like the 17 ampere hours Russian version, and it's not as portable. So, but if portability is not your sole priority, I really recommend the Kugoo M4 Pro, because as of last time I checked, it's even 20 euros cheaper than the Xiaomi M365, and as I showed you in this video, it has a higher max range, 26 kilometers, a higher top speed at about 40 kilometers, but in reality that's like 36 if you look at the GPS measurements. And folding mechanism is good. You have a suspension in the seat and in the scooter itself, a key and ignition, which is important for me, like anti-theft wise. Yeah, so I just wanted to share this with you guys. By the way, now that we're inside and back home, I thought I could show you what I meant with the stem. So it's a bit shaky, and you will have to like tighten the bolt here in the bottom once in a while. I'll put in a video on how I did that. But the message I wanted to convey with this video is that the range in these really windy conditions is still better than the Xiaomi M365 Pro, and it's still cheaper. So I just wanted to share that with you guys. My thoughts on this being even more affordable. I think it's like $20 cheaper than the Xiaomi M365 Pro, which is even older than this model. This is the 2020 Kugoo M4 Pro model. So I just wanted to make this to share with you that I think this is a better choice for a lot of people that want to use it long distance, especially in a city like Riga. The tires work well on cobblestone. Let me put in a video on that. And they're kind of thick, so I haven't had a flat yet. One thing I also really like is
the lighting when it's dark. You can, let me show you what I mean. Look how cool that looks. But yeah, and I also have a lot of accessories on it, like this that doubles as an alarm and light. I'll leave an affiliate link for that one. A hook here. Well, I actually had to modify this one, like buy these things, but I'm sure you'll also figure something out if you also have a Kugoo M4 Pro. And I have these turning lights in the front, so like if I want to turn to the left, I would do this, and would also do it on the back. So you would have left blinker here, also in the front. And yeah, and also this bar here, which allows you to fold the stem well. Like if you would have attached the phone holder right on the mount here, I would bet that the folding mechanism wouldn't work properly, so I would advise you to get one of these if you have a Kugoo M4 Pro. And if you want one of these, I'll leave an affiliate link for that too. Yeah, so I hope I've helped someone out with making this video. I mean, I've been using this scooter for a long time, and I like it a lot more than I like the Xiaomi M365 Pro. So if you'd like another video, leave a comment and dislike. See you in the next one.